All right, well, this seems like it will be an entirely standard birth. Let me know if you need any assistance. Oh, she did mention that, say, about an hour ago. Excuse me? What did you just say? Oh, okay. Well, the mother told me that... What? Have you lost your mind? As a medical doctor, I can assure you, nobody knows whether that is the father or the mother. Have you been listening to those bizarre conspiracy theories about sexual reproduction? Maybe. Oh my God. You're not one of those Trump supporters, are you? Maybe. Somebody call the Huffington Post. Stat! Hey, welcome in. Here's the headline. Chestfeeding. Hospitals tell midwives to change language to accommodate trans community. This is the NHS in the UK. Now, I just want to state first that I have a great deal of empathy for trans people. But I think it should also be noted that demanding that people take part in what they might see as an absurd charade seems to me fundamentally unethical. In other words, demanding that people pretend to believe things that they don't believe. And it's not even people just saying, well, I'll just do this to make this person feel comfortable, whatever. It's saying you have to do this. That just feels like a crazy overreach to me. And as we've seen, this kind of anti-reality, I guess, what else could you call it really? Anti-reality dogma is seeping into everything. Academia, health services, politics, the media, obviously. And you can see that when it's taken in its totality, these things are extremely divisive and harmful to a society. There just seems to be an awful lot of finger pointing going on these days, right? It's always in one direction. Anyway, in Great Britain, a group of hospitals has instructed midwives in their maternity departments to use different terms when treating transgender patients in order to be more gender inclusive, substituting chest feeding for breastfeeding and replacing breast milk with human milk. So now it's just human milk, or breast chest milk, or milk from the feeding mother or parent. I think somebody needs to tell the left they can either solve global warming or they can argue about what to call a tit. Just going to interrupt for 1 second to say if you like this content, subscribe so you can see more. Thanks a lot. I don't know. Has anybody asked Greta Thunberg what her opinion on this is yet? But anyway. So let's see. What have we got? Previous terms. Breastfeeding. That new term is chest feeding. Breast milk. Yeah. Human milk. Human milk. That sounds like something out of some sort of dystopian novel, doesn't it? Her, well, them or their. You can replace woman with woman or person. Here's one, mother, right? They're not important in giving birth, mothers, right? That's not an important term. Let's see, you can call them birthing parents, though. Birthing parents, because that'll solve everything, because then people won't know whether it's the mother or father that's giving birth. Again, it's just asking people to live in a bizarre, surreal world of unreality, I don't think is very ethical. I think this is going to bother people, especially when it starts to infiltrate every aspect of your life as it now is. Let's see, on a poster titled, Gender Inclusive Perinatal Care, Brighton and Sussex University Hospitals NHS Trust asks, quote, what can you do to support trans and non-binary parents? The poster answers, quote, ask all service users about their pronouns and offer pronoun stickers to trans and non-binary people. Offer your own pronouns when introducing yourself. Get comfortable with they, them, their pronouns. Use inclusive language when talking to or about groups of people. Make sure signs and leaflets are gender inclusive. So take part in a giant farce. So pretend to believe things that very few people actually believe. Many people are afraid to say they don't believe it because they're worried about being fired and canceled and all of that. But very few people actually believe all of this. And interestingly, there's all kinds of contradictions in all this. It says here, it is important to note that the term women encompasses both cis and trans women. Well, then why do you need to do any of this in the first part, right? In the first place. Well, again, none of it makes any sense, but if you question any of it, then of course you know what you are. You're a bigot. So what's the solution? Everybody pretend to be insane. How about that? Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. That really helps me out. If you just like to listen, there's the podcast Radio Baloney. It's on pretty much every platform. You'll find it if you look for it. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next time.